stood in your room and laughed out loud. Suddenly the laughter died. We were caught in an eye to eye.
Why, hello there, it's Mr. McFlanagan, your old buddy, your old pal, your old chum. And if you're coming over from TSG, I want to say welcome. If you'd like to subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that for more videos. And, you know, I never know when Thunder's going to upload me on TSG. It just happens. And he's been so kind to me to keep my channel going and upload my videos. I just greatly appreciate it. Thunder really is one of the true, honest, good people on YouTube, and you can take that to the bank. But I want to tell you guys a real-life story. Now, I don't know how old most of you are that listen to this, but maybe some of you are in high school, maybe some of you are older. But I'm 29 years old, and when I was in high school, on a Friday night, you had to have something to do. Either you were going to a party, you were going to a movie, you were going to go over to a buddy's house and play games. Either you were going to go out with a chick, or maybe just cruise around and smoke. You know what I mean? That's what you would do. You always had something to do on a Friday night. You know, I mean, when I was a kid, if I didn't have something to do, I would make something happen. Like, for instance, I remember one Friday night, me and my buddy Josh, good buddy, were really bored, and I says to Josh, I said, let's go ghost hunting. So we got some flashlights and, you know, a pack of smokes, and we went out looking for abandoned old nasty houses out in the country, and we got to this one, and we just went ghost hunting in there. We just smoked out and sat in the house and, you know, listened to just weird shit. It was great. We used to go to cemeteries. We did a lot of weird stuff when I was a kid, but basically my point is, on a Friday night, you were never at home setting doing nothing. That just was unacceptable. This is before cell phones, guys. That was unacceptable. But one of my buddies called me up this Saturday, and as you get older, you just don't do stuff as much, and I didn't have nothing to do. And this friend of mine, he's been a friend of mine since I was probably 10 years old, so almost 20 years. And he called me up and he said, hey man, I'm just chilling, got done working in the yard, you want to come over, kick it, blah blah blah. That's what we say here where I live, is you want to come over and kick it? I said, sure, I'll come over and kick it. And he says, now, I got a buddy stopping by, he's an older dude, he's got cancer, but he's really cool, he plays music, you know, he just wants to come down, drink a beer, you know, hang out. I was like, alright, I don't care, you know, he's 50 years old, he's got cancer, I feel bad for the guy, he just wants to come down, hang out, talk about music, because I'm a guitar player. My buddy's a drummer and guitar player, and, you know, people that are in the music crowd tend to flock together, like to hang out, like minds, you know what I'm talking about? Well, he comes down, and this dude comes down on a lawnmower. He is on a lawnmower, and he shows up, and, you know, we hang out, we kick it. He's a cool guy, has a lot of experiences. He's seen Pink Floyd, like, back in the day, seen all the big bands. He's met Slash, like, cool guy, has a lot of cool stories, just an old cool cat. And he drinks his beer, and we hang out, blah, blah, blah. You know, this guy's kind of out there, though. He's from that day and age where people smoke just a little bit too much weed, and he's just a little bit tweaked, but still a super nice dude. And he's getting ready to leave, all right? And he's only drank one beer. And he hops on his lawnmower. We hear the lawnmower fire up. He takes off down the road. All right, well, probably 20 minutes later, I hear a lawnmower outside. I'm thinking, is that a lawnmower? I said, hey, Justin, let's go out and take a look. I look out the window, and I see cop car lights, just tons of police lights. And sure enough, they've pulled Jim over on his lawnmower, and they got him out there. You know, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. He's literally 5 feet from his house. He lives a block away. He's 5 feet from his house. They got 3 cop cars out there, and they're going to arrest him. So I'm like, oh no, Jim's going to jail. But luckily, now people know that I've had some bad experiences with cops, but these were some good, decent cops. They kind of were, kind of weren't. You make your own decision. They let him go, but the reason they let him go is because he has cancer. You know, he explained the situation, that he's going through a rough patch, he just had one beer, and they let him go. Now, that was nice of the cops to let him go because he has cancer, blah, blah, blah. But really, a guy on a lawnmower, what danger is a guy on a lawnmower who's had one beer? What were the police afraid that this guy was going to do? You think he was going to mow your lawn? Oh no, Jim, you're out drinking again. He's going to mow my lawn. Like, what kind of danger can a guy on a lawnmower do to the neighborhood? I don't think he's in any danger. Now, that's just me, but I just think the least of your worries is, oh, maybe Jim will mow our lawn. And I don't know if you guys seen this. There was a really popular video called DOI Lawnmower, and it had this guy, Steve Jessup or something, and he gets pulled over on a lawnmower and gets a DUI. It's freaking hilarious, and I'm telling you, Saturday night was exactly like that. I thought we were going to have a Steve Jessup situation, you know, I know my rights, and they were going to arrest Jim, but luckily they didn't. Now, Jim's been battling with cancer for 5 years. He's made it pretty far, but he probably won't make it through it, you know, so it is cool that the cops let him go. But man, I tell you what, it was a strange night, a strange story, and sometimes on Saturday nights you gotta think, maybe I'll just stay home as you get older, because it ain't worth it. But I hope you enjoyed my story. This is a 68 kill Call of Duty Ghost gameplay. I got this like probably 2 weeks ago on the Xbox One, and this game is absolutely dead on the Xbox One. There is nobody to play, so I'm pretty proud of this gameplay. But thanks for watching, guys. Welcome to my channel. I appreciate it. See ya.
And did we sit close? I could smell your thoughts and thought, do you want to touch a lot like me? Too scared to say a thing. Left your house and kicked myself. Put those feelings on a shelf to die. Said I'm not the gambling type. Think of what the two of us have lost.